Sharks. They have achieved incredible success as entrepreneurs and investors in multiple sectors. They all came from humble beginnings and are all self-made. The Sharks know what it takes to build business empires from nothing into billions. And tonight, Silicon Valley veteran and self-made billionaire investor Chris Sacca joins the tank and goes head-to-head with Mark Cuban.
Mark, you're not making any sense at all, man.
I'm making total sense.
No, you're not.
How stupid are you?
Look,
I know this is going over your head.
Shut up and listen.
No!
This is the art of doing business.
Don't be mad at me that I understand this better than you.
This is Shark Tank.
No, you got it wrong, Chris.
I sometimes wonder how you made all that money.
Ow.
Whoa.
First into the tank is a multi-use accessory for new moms.
Hi Sharks, my name is Melanie Disbrow and I'm from Allen, Texas. My company is Milk Snob and I'm here today asking for $125,000 in exchange for 5% equity in my company. Almost all new parents use some kind of infant car seat cover, but the conventional blanket and canopy covers, they would not stay put. My kids would pull on them and they would fly off in the wind.
Wow.
In there.
This is the Milk Snob cover. It fits on any infant car seat within seconds. It is breathable and you can peek at your baby anytime without waking their precious slumber. It's super soft, which is great because it's also nursing cover. So when you're ready to breastfeed, you just take it off and you put it on. It gives you 360 coverage, it's breathable, and you can nurse confidently in public wherever you go. When you're done nursing your baby, you just take it off and you put it back onto the car seat. The Milk Snob cover has become a must-have for new parents everywhere. So I'm asking you Sharks, who of you must have me as their partner? I'm just going to pass out samples.
Melanie, I would think that the best part about being a baby would be to see where you're going, no? In a carriage?
You can actually adjust it and you can lower it down the handle, which is really great.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Feels great.
How long has the Milk Snob been around? What are sales going to be this year?
We've been selling this 18 months, and we made $1.2 million
That's good.
in sales.
Wow. I didn't expect that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And where did you sell? Was it all online?
I only advertise on social media.
I've actually seen you online. My wife showed me. You were in the Facebook Little Mamas group.
Yes.
When this showed up on Little Mamas, she literally showed me, and I was like, yes, that. I've been dying for that.
Is social media your background?
No, social media is not my background. Actually, I'm from Germany, and I met my husband. He was in the military. So I moved with him to the United States. And I did not really have the time. We had children, you know, on the way. And so I couldn't go to college. So when my son was born, I actually taught myself photography.
What did you sell it for? I don't think you mentioned that yet.
We sell it retail for $36.
Wow.
What does it cost you?
So the cost is $7.60, and everything is made in Dallas.
Good for you for manufacturing in Dallas in the United
Yes,
States.
in the last 5 months, we made $800,000 in sales.
Wow.
I love this story.
That's amazing.
You're surprised.
Dallas, baby.
Why are you here? This is one of the more successful businesses I've ever seen.
I'm here because I'm looking up to you guys, and actually I'm a horrible public speaker, and I pushed myself just to meet you guys, and I'm just so happy that I'm here, and I want to take this to the next level because we also got approached by bigger retail stores. So I would need a great partner who just lets me know, Melanie, you have to do this and this.
Look, I'm blown away. I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to give you $125K for 8% of the company.
8%?
Say yes. Say yes.
That is a really great offer.
My wife is my investing partner. We work from home together while raising our 3 daughters together. I literally am a driver of that device. I mean, the only contingency in my offer is that I get to take a couple of these home with me tonight because I need them now.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go out because I think that's a great offer.
Yeah.
I really like what you're doing. I'm going to give you $125K for 10%. And the reason I'm doing 2% more is because the value that I bring to it is worth it.
I'll give you $150,000 for 10%.
Go.
I'll raise the bid.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's my offer. I can make any offer I want, Chris. I don't need your guidance.
And I'm
We
going
all
to clear
like
the
it.
deck. I'm not going to make you an offer, so I'm out.
You have 3 offers.
If I go home tonight without owning a piece of this company, I'm going to have to answer to somebody.
pay her
so
more.
let's figure out how to do this deal.
He's got tons of money.
See, what I was starting to say, Lori definitely has some incredible skills, right? But she's not hanging out with Little Mamas right now. She doesn't know some of the social media channels you're using to generate some of this awareness.
I don't know why he's saying that because he doesn't know me very well.
QVC is
That's
amazing,
okay.
but they still sell
I'm not
VCRs
just
there,
QVC,
okay?
Which tells you how little you know about me.
still sell
So you need to
VCRs,
do
I
a
like
little
that.
educating.
So, Lori, would you go down to 8% equity?
How about if I give you 150,000 and I keep the 10%?
I think she just copied my deal because she has no creativity, unfortunately.
I like
Is
the
it
10%
possible?
because I really want to be working hard for you.
Okay.
And I know what kind of resources I would put behind you.
Well, here's the funny
Absolutely.
thing. I would love to do a deal with her, except I learned my lesson last year.
He holds a grudge. That's not a good thing.
I don't want to
Lori-
preempt her. I think there's value she brings. I've been trying to say this for a few
Would
minutes
you
now.
join together? That would make my dream come true.
It would make so many of my dreams come true, too. I've been dying to work with Lori.
But 5% is nothing.
Okay, so if you join, how would that look like?
What you make us the joint offer right now. You're going to have the benefit of 2 sharks, so there's going to be more equity.
Two sharks are out. Melanie has 3 offers on the table for her car seat cover, Milk Snob, but she wants Lori and Chris to partner together, so they've asked her to make them an offer.
You're going to have the benefit of 2 sharks, so there's going to be more equity.
How much equity are you willing to sell?
I worked so hard for this company, and I don't want to give up more than 5%.
But you
and
can't get sharks interested in
the highest that I would
5%.
go is 10%. So if you guys would split it,
When you take a product like this, I feel you need to blitz the market. Because what happens with products is people get knocked off.
Yes.
It just happens. So you need to blitz fast. I understand you don't want to give up more than 5%, but I think 10% is worth it to the shark.
so your offer was 10% for?
I went to 150,000 for 10%.
Okay,
I'm
and you,
out.
Chris?
I'm out too because you're not even talking to me, so
Okay, so are you sure?
I don't see you having the flexibility and the equity that's going to take to make us both interested.
Lori, you actually were my pick. So I would love to accept your offer.
Good. Good. Yay.
Thank you.
We'll blow this up.
Thank you so
Great.
much.
It's great.
Thank you. Be proud. Yes, thank you.
Can I buy this one
yes,
right now?
Yes, I'll hook you up.
Okay, thanks.
I'll hook you up.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
I'm so excited that I partnered up with Lori. Our sales are gonna skyrocket. It's amazing. It's amazing.
In Season 7, Mark Doyle and Drew Mitchell made a deal with Mark Cuban and Chris Sacca for their event-based home rental business, Rent Like a Champion.
10% total for $200K?
Correct.
We would love to do the deal.
Let's see what they're up to now.
Today we're in Auburn, Alabama, just blocks from campus. We're at a Rent Like a Champion home, and it's game day. We're throwing a huge tailgate party, inviting homeowners and potential renters. The best part is Mark and Chris are coming down to make the event even more successful.
We're out here in Auburn, Alabama. We promised our guys that we'd come out and tailgate with them, so here we are.
You know, this is one of my first deals on Shark Tank, and I was actually on the verge of going out, but these guys kept selling, and I'm so glad they closed me. When do we get to $10 million in revenue?
I think next year's the year. The year before Shark Tank, we did $2.3 million in sales. Since partnering with Mark and Chris, we've done $5.46 million in total rentals.
Mark has really stepped in to help us focus on our business by taking back-end operations off of our plates.
At Chris's urging, we've been looking for new markets to expand into. We are now official partners with 6 PGA golf tournaments, providing private home rentals for players, caddies, and tournament sponsors alike.
All right, who's ready to go watch some football?
Our business started with a small problem. We never had any idea that we'd have the opportunity to go on Shark Tank. This has absolutely been a dream and a life-changing experience for the both of us.
Look, I've seen what it looks like when a company goes from zero to tens of billions of dollars. These guys have that same kind of vision, grind, hustle. They know they're just getting started. Run like a champion!
Next into the tank is a kid entrepreneur who wants to help other kids fulfill their entrepreneurial aspirations.
Hi Sharks, my name is Jack Bonneau. I'm the founder and CEO of Jack's Stands and Marketplaces, and I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Steve Bonneau. I'm Jack's dad. I work for Jack.
Sharks, I'm seeking $50,000 in exchange for 10% of my company. I'm 10 years old, but when I was 8 years old, I really wanted a Lego set, but it cost $400. The good news was my dad said I could have it.
But he'd have to pay for it with his own money.
So, I did what most of you probably would do. I started my own lemonade stand. After 12 weeks, I made $900 after expenses.
Wow.
Learned some valuable lessons, and yes, I got my Lego Death Star. That experience is exactly why I created Jack Stands and Marketplaces. Jack Stands and Marketplaces provides kids and their families opportunities to learn about entrepreneurship, business, financial literacy, while having fun and making some money. We provide everything except their mood and their enthusiasm. Jack Stands offers kids the opportunity to sell lemonade and other drinks. We offer kids the opportunity to sell more than just lemonade. Jack's Marketplaces provides young entrepreneurs the opportunity to sell their products in authentic and great marketplaces and have kids sell those great products and tell the inspirational stories of these young entrepreneurs.
So, Sharks, our challenge and question to you is, who wants to make money?
While inspiring our nation's youth in entrepreneurship.
So, Jack, tell us about the actual business.
I have 7 locations where the other kids operate my stands. I'll teach them how to greet and serve the customer, how to make...
Is this all in Denver?
This is all in Colorado right now.
And where are they located in Colorado?
So we have 2 locations in a mall, and then we have 5 other locations in farmers markets and
Jack,
ad events.
the mall locations, how much do you pay in rent, and what is your revenue from those locations per month?
The rent's on a percentage basis, so it's 15% for the mall, and the revenues to date is approximately $15,000.
Per stand?
$15,000 total.
That's the 2 stands in the mall?
2 stands in the mall.
And how many months have they been in there?
That's 9 months approximately.
9 months.
This year we're going to expand into 12 locations. This year we're projected to do $150,000 in sales.
For you, Jack. Way to crush it, buddy.
$55,000 of that is from my stands, and $95,000 of that is from my marketplaces. Next year we're projected to do $1 million in sales.
So, Jack, in order to know you're profitable, you have to keep track of all your numbers. How do you keep track of all your numbers?
At the end of the day, we'll go through a mini profit and loss statement to figure out the kids' revenue, expenses, profit, and tips.
So what do you do to help Jack?
Right now, I'm behind Jack 100%. I had my own company. That was a modest success, but the journey that we've been on for the last 3 years, working with the kids, seeing Jack grow, it can't be beat.
If I wanted my daughter Alyssa to set one up in a local mall, what would I pay you, or what would she pay you?
The kids get between 10 and 15% commission of all the sales. The kids would show up, and Jack would show them how to...
But I'm going to be in Dallas, right?
Sure,
You're not going to just have people in Colorado.
Well, we try to find families that are championing a location, and Jack would come down and teach those kids how to operate the stands.
Let's get serious now, because $50,000 is not a small amount of money. I love the story. I love entrepreneurs, but I want them to be full-time when I invest in them. I don't want you to drop out of school. I want you to finish your education, then come back to me. But for now, I'm out.
So let me ask you a question. Where'd you get the money to start this business?
So my parents loaned me $1,000 just for the first stands, the supplies, and then for working capital, but I've since paid my parents back. I've also gotten other loans from Young Americans Bank, a great bank in Denver. My first loan from them was $5,000.
What?
And then, yes.
Are you serious?
Young Americans Bank is the only bank in the United States that solely works with kids.
Hey, Jack, have you paid back the $5,000?
We're currently 60% paid off.
What's that monthly payment like?
It's about $250.
Jack, you're incredible. I mean,
Well said.
one of the reasons I do this show is to inspire kids like you. I hope my kids, millions of kids watching, can turn what they see into a dream, and from a dream into a real company. You know, I started my first company when I was 10, so I definitely love what you're doing. The challenge is there's millions of kids who might want to do the same thing. I don't know if you can manage it all. You haven't really taken it to that point to demonstrate that you can support them outside of Denver. And so, while I applaud you, I have to say I'm out.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Jack.
To the marketplace. I think that's the wrong road for you. I think the lemonade stand, kids are going to learn. It's easier, it's cheaper, you're in, you're out, and you don't have an inventory issue. I worry about controlling the inventory, keeping it staffed, telling your stories. It complicates it times 100. I'm out. But a phenomenal job here today. A true inspiration.
Thank you so much.
Jack, you are amazing. I cannot believe how you came in here, spoke so eloquently, so sharp, so fearless, and you're 10. Blows me away.
Thank you.
But I think as you grow very slowly, because you are 10 and you are in school, I think that you should wait till you're a little older before you expand too much. I wish you the best. I'm out.
Thank you so much.
So Here's the thing. There's no way I'm going to let the best pitch of the year get out the door without an offer there. You said you're financing some debt, a couple $100 a month right now. Jumping up to $50,000 is interesting. So here's what I want to do, though. I want to offer you a $50,000 loan at 2% interest, but I've got some conditions on it. One is you draw it down $10,000 at a time, and each time you draw down the $10,000, we wait a few months and we see how you're doing, if you're keeping up on the payments, if the business is holding up, and if it is, then you can draw down another $10,000. Two is, I think you should start a video podcast. I think whether it's on a YouTube channel or Facebook or Periscope, I think there's a great opportunity for you to share these lessons with other entrepreneurs and make some ad revenue doing that.
Jack, if you take that deal, you'll be the most in-debt 9-year-old I know.
We'd love to take your deal.
Congrats, Jack. Good job.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Congrats, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Congrats,
Thank
guys.
you guys.
Good job.
He's now $60,000 in debt. He's 9 years old.
Yes. Thank you. It was just awesome. Just to get an offer made my heart skip a beat, but even though Mr. Wonderful said that I was the most in-debt 10-year-old in America, I will pay all of my debt back by growing the business.
My name is Jay Kim, and I live in Austin, Texas. I was born and raised in South Korea. When I was 11 years old, my mom decided to bring my sister and I to the United States to live a new life. Soy, kimchi fries, and some more tacos, guys. Korean food is passion for me. I graduated from college. I didn't have the money to start a restaurant, so I decided to start a food truck business. Hi. Our food truck was so popular that we've grown to a fleet of food trucks and 3 restaurants. Enjoy. We're serving Korean barbecue in a way that people can eat every day.
Hi Jay, we miss you.
I owe everything to my mom. She taught me to never give up. I applied to Shark Tank 4 years ago and no luck. I applied second time, no chance. This time, I have fleet of food trucks and restaurants. This is my big opportunity, and I don't want to blow it. Yes! It's so great to finally be here. My name is Jay Kim. I'm the founder and CEO of Cilantro Barbecue in Austin, Texas. I'm seeking $600,000 for 15% of my business. It's taken me a while to be in front of you today. 4 years ago, I tried with 1 food truck. Any luck? Nope. 2 years after, I tried again with 5 food trucks this time. Any love? Nope, no love. And today, I have a full fleet of food trucks and 3 fast casual restaurants that are extremely successful and 2 more on the way. I envision Cilantro Empire. Chris, I'd love to invite you because I know that you invested in restaurants. So could you make Korean barbecue bowl with me?
Let's do it.
Thank you.
You don't have to ask me twice for Korean barbecue.
All right.
You know me well. We're starting with the carbs.
Absolutely. We have brown rice, white rice, and noodles.
Let's go white rice.
All right, let's do it. All right, and we have Korean barbecue next. Soy glazed chicken, Korean barbecue beef, and spicy pork.
You tell me.
I'd say Korean barbecue beef. We have all the veggies on the side, so I would add some fresh veggies, lettuce, carrots, purple cabbage, some cilantro and onions.
Oh, but wait, it gets better.
It gets better. We have the original kimchi fries.
Fries.
Right.
All right, and this is for you, and we have some signature sauces on the side for you to try.
See, it pays to be the most handsome shark.
All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Can I ask what the sauces are here? These look
absolutely, absolutely. It's our magic sauce.
Thank you very much.
Magic sauce.
Here you go, Mark.
Thank you,
Enjoy.
sir. Appreciate it, Jay. This has
Absolutely.
0 calories, right?
Okay, what are we eating?
What you have in front of you are 2 of my favorite dishes, Korean barbecue bowl, and the other is the original kimchi fries, topped with Korean barbecue, caramelized kimchi, and our special magic sauce.
Where are you from?
I grew up in Korea. My mom is divorced, so we came to the States. And it was really hard for us to be growing up. For me, I really, really needed to, step up and really help out the family. And My first business was when I was 21. I ran a coffee shop. So I worked there every single day while paying for my college tuition and going to school. And obviously, having the first business, I failed.
Why do you think it failed?
I didn't have a vision for the business. So I just worked every single day just to pay the bills. And when it came down to it, I just didn't see where I can take this. So I called it quits. But afterwards, I just started thinking about, I could have done this differently. And that really fired me up. When I first started this business, I had $30,000 in savings, and I maxed out my credit card just to survive for 6 months.
No, but you know what? That says something. You started your coffee shop.
Yes.
You paid for your college, and you managed to save $30,000.
That's right.
Let me just tell you, every day people give me emails saying, oh my goodness, I need to borrow money. Oh my goodness, I need to go out and raise money. And they always say, what's the best way? And I always say, save, right? And you're just the perfect example that if you bust your ass and you cut your costs, you can save. And so, bravo, man. That is awesome. That's the American dream right there.
The food was fantastic, really good. I like the fresh elements to it. I can see why it sells. Let's get into the numbers a little bit.
Last year, we did $4.7 million.
Yeah.
4.7 million.
That's badass.
How much was the trucks?
Food trucks are around $300,000 to $400,000. Restaurants are doing about $1 million to $1.5 million per unit. We've maximized our growth, but it really comes down to, I need more money to really grow.
Hey Jay, can we take a step back?
Sure.
Now that I'm catching my breath, that's some of the best food I've ever eaten. It's absolutely delicious, and I can see why you've had the success.
So are you going to hit 5 million plus sales next year?
Yes, we're going to be doing $6 million in next.
So you have actually lived the American dream in every essence of it.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. I try my best.
How many restaurants, how many trucks do you want to have?
My goal is 15 restaurants doing $15 million in revenue.
Jay, I've invested in a number of restaurants. I think our most well-known is Veggie Grill. But when we invest in those restaurants, we're not the growth capital. We're the people who are helping them in the early days try and completely change the game. Bringing plant-based food affordably and really delicious food to a brand new audience was what got us into that deal, not helping them scale from 20 locations to 50 to 100. You're kicking a lot of ass and it's absolutely delicious, but you haven't told me what you are uniquely doing to change the landscape for everybody else. And so, as they say, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. So unfortunately, I'm out.
Thank you, Chris.
My challenge with your deal, Jay, is having invested in restaurants in the past and not having a good outcome as a result. It's made me a little more skeptical about that part of your business. So when you open a new restaurant, if the location doesn't work for any reason, you can't just move it. You have a lease, you've got a lot of capital tied up. I don't like that part of your deal. For that reason, I'm out.
Thank you. Jay, you're a shining light example for every entrepreneur watching. This is the way you do it. Brains are always a whole lot more valuable than cash. Food was beyond spectacular. I love it. I'm just not a restaurant guy. I get pitched restaurants every day. In order to do them right, to be anything other than dumb capital, you've got to be there helping side by side. And that's just not a fit for me right now. I'm out.
Thank you.
I am a fan of Korean barbecue, and this is the best I've ever had. I think that this is great, but I don't see it as a good investment for me. I'm a little bit leery about your model of growing. Sometimes I think it's better if you really get a good hold on what you're doing before you expand it too fast. So I'm out, but I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, Jay, 4 sharks are out. What are you going to do, Barbara?
I've learned that people that start a food business, if they're any good and worth their salt, that they're very good people in their soul. Because you're serving food to people, and it takes a certain type of entrepreneur. Right? I have one investor in Tom and Chi that started out with $1.2 million when they were in Shark Tank, and they were a baby business, but at least had 1 truck, 2 shops, and now they're doing $51 million in sales. I'm your ideal partner because I know exactly the structure problems they had in developing their business. I know the obstacles they jumped over. I know how to franchise, how not to franchise, and I think this is a franchise play. I have an offer for you, and I could actually take more advantage and be more aggressive because none of the other sharks are interested.
Barbara, if you get greedy, I'll jump back in.
I'm going to offer you $600,000 for 30% of your business.
Ouch.
Whoa.
But what I don't want you to do is judge me as a financial partner, because I'm a heck of a lot more than that. I'm really savvy in your space. And whatever your dreams are over the next 3 to 5 years, I have no doubt in my mind that I could get you there really fast without making a lot of mistakes.
So Barbara, thank you for the offer. I really appreciate it. We're profiting at a 15% profit margin, which means I'm able to pay you back a lot more faster in case that this wasn't a good deal for you. So 30% is a lot of a percentage. Would you consider coming down to 20%?
You got yourself a deal.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
You are a
Jay.
straight shooter. I'm crazy about you. Yeah. I'm leaping to you, baby.
Cannot see that.
What happened? You're disgusting. I'm very happy about it.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Congrats, Jay.
Delicious.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Cheers on all the success. It's inspiring.
I do what I do for my mom and my sister. So, it's important for me to make sure that I'm there for them. You know, that I do my best, that I don't give up.
Next up is a technology to make house hunting more convenient.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Junior, and I'm from the Big D, Dallas, Texas.
What?
Yeah. I'm here seeking $500,000 in exchange for 10% equity stake in my business tour. As you know, buying a home should be fun and exciting, especially if you're touring with Barbara. But for the rest of us, not so much. It's time-consuming and frustrating. Imagine you're driving down the street, trying to look for that perfect property, and you spot one. Now what? You can call an agent and wait days for an appointment, or even worse, wait weeks for an open house. Wouldn't it be great if you could tour that property right there on the spot? Well, thanks to me, you can. I'd like to introduce you to Tor, the world's smartest lockbox. Tor is the first lockbox that allows buyers and sellers to access the lockbox with or without an agent.
Wow.
Barbara, I know you've opened some doors in your career. I'd love some help.
Sure.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
So imagine Barbara's driving down the street and she sees a property for sale. She pulls it up on the tour app. She immediately sends a request. The seller approves her showing, and immediately Barbara is able to tour the property. So Barbara, simply walk up to the box, press the power button until you see that color wheel. Okay, now simply press open on the app.
Okay. Easy enough.
There you go. Now the
the
lockbox
coolest
opens
part.
up. Okay.
That's
So
the
grab the
coolest
keys,
part.
tour the property on her own or with a realtor.
I feel like a winner.
Now once you're done, put the keys back in the lockbox
Okie dokie.
and simply press close on the app. There you go. Give it a second and it'll close right up. The seller gets a notification saying Barbara's completed her tour and now Barbara can leave feedback and be on her way. Thank you so much.
Nice handshake.
Thank you.
Nice suit.
Thank you. So Sharks, which one of you guys wants to join me in opening this door to opportunity?
Junior, while it's fresh on my mind,
Yes.
what happens if the person who just gave the tour does not redeposit the key but closes it anyway?
If that key is removed for a set period of time that you, the seller, sets, you get a notification if that key is not put back.
But if it were my home, I'm not sure I would want somebody to go in unescorted.
Great question. So the beauty of our product is that you, the seller, you get to determine what type of showing you want in your house. So if you want an agent present, you simply require an agent present.
That's very cool, because normally you have to wait, you have to find
Absolutely.
somebody, they have to go get a key
You
back
got
at
it.
the office,
You got
etc.
it. You got it.
Junior, numbers. How much have you sold?
Yeah, so zero.
Zero?
Zero
You're
sales.
killing me.
It's because we're brand new. But fortunately we
Do
had
you
a...
want your punishment now or
No,
later?
later. Wait, hear me out. So fortunately, we had a successful Kickstarter campaign. We actually sold over 800 boxes, raising over $100,000. So we had
Wow.
over $100,000 in pre-sales.
How much are you selling them for?
So the lockbox itself is $199,
What does the cost you make them?
$50, and then $75 delivered to the customer.
I'm very curious what your background is.
I'm a real estate
You
broker.
sound like a real estate.
Sure does. I flipped my first house when I was 18 years old. When I was at college at Texas Tech, I was president of the real estate organization.
Were you really?
Why is it that you like real estate so much?
Great question. So my parents are from Haiti. They worked hard to put me in a very nice private school. All my best friends lived in literally the nicest, Mark Cuban's neighborhood to be exact. Ever since I saw these big houses, I fell in love with real estate.
Okay, Junior, defend your $5 million.
Before you get to that,
let me roll off my lips. $5 million.
how much money have you invested
I'm
in
not
this,
going to
Junior?
stop. I don't know why it
Kevin,
isn't-
I'm ready. I'm
Tell
trying
me
to...
why it's worth $5 million.
Here's how we make money.
We charge a monitoring fee for these lock boxes.
How much is the monthly?
$100 a month. It's a flat.
Oh, that's
Wow.
What? That's a lot of money.
Oh, guys, Barbara, please educate these guys on how much realtors spend every month,
It
guys.
strikes me as a lot of money.
Look, last Saturday I visited 15 homes in a day, each with an electronic lockbox
Right.
on it. The agents just held their phone up,
That's it.
Bluetooth, they
You
get
got
in.
it.
So these devices exist
Yeah,
already.
but-
So you have one incremental change on that, which is an interface where a user can say, yes, I'll let people in when there isn't an agent there. That's the only thing that you're doing that's different.
No. But
Tell me what's different.
here's what you had
I
to
literally use this product.
you
like
had to
last
wait.
week.
You had to wait on that agent to let you in, right?
Yeah,
And you had.
so the only thing you have different is the interface
That's
that
a
lets the
big
seller
difference.
say,
No.
go ahead and open it up.
Chris, imagine.
No, but it's a big
Chris,
difference, but it's not
all right,
necessarily
calm down.
defensive.
Imagine if
Let
you
him
could
talk.
see 5 properties in one day on your own, as opposed to calling your agent. The agent calls the showing company. The showing company calls the listing agent. The listing agent calls the seller. The seller confirms it. They go back to the listing agent. The listing agent calls the showing company. The showing company then confirms with the buying agent.
Junior,
That's a
nobody
huge
hates wasting
process.
time more than I do. But why can't the company that already has massive market share do exactly this?
If you look at the incumbents in our industry, they're old, they're dated, their technology's old, they have no platform, they're so disconnected from realtors today. Anyone in the real
You
estate...
can't convince me that somebody who actually has a smart lockbox operated by Bluetooth is old and disconnected. I mean, it's like 2-year-old technology.
But there's way... Our platform is more than just a lockbox.
Literally, the verification part of what you're doing is the easiest part.
So what is, would you say, your secret sauce? I don't know if you have any IP on this or...
We do,
or
we
you
do.
What
We're,
is
we're
that?
patent pending the ability to open and close the lockbox mechanically without physically closing, which enables our remote opening and closing.
Then no one else can do that.
You got it.
What?
Correct.
No, that technology exists
No,
today.
not on a lockbox. Absolutely not. Where have you
You're
seen a
absolutely kidding.
There is not a single lockbox out there that can close on its own.
Look, that literally...
I'm glad you like to
I'm not so arrogant. I just know this space, and I'm sitting here
That's
watching
fair.
somebody tell us that the state of technology is what it is.
So what lockbox can close on its own?
So let me see if I get this. Hold on. Let me see if I get this. And where Chris is having his disconnect.
Chris.
When Chris went to look at 15 homes, how did you schedule those 15?
We had an agent take us to half of them. I saw half
No,
of
that's
my
not what
own.
I asked. That's not what I asked. How did you schedule them? You made a plan to go see 15 homes in a development. Some of us grew up when we dreamed and inspired to buy a house. We
should we
drive
get the
around.
violin music out?
Listen, Junior, you've got the sharks arguing about your business model.
Beautiful.
Now, we happen to have Barbara,
Like we all know it
Miss
better.
Real Estate here. Are you going to give this guy $500,000?
It's a tough call. He's entirely right. It clearly answers a need, and you're not going to get any innovation out of the old guys in the industry. They would have invented it a long time ago. They're
Correct.
asleep at the wheel. They don't want the change because they own the market.
Right.
Secondly, you have probably one of the best salespeople I've ever seen in my life.
Barbara,
I
thank
mean,
you.
not only do you know your stuff, you kind of leveled the playing field with this Daddy Warbucks at the end, wearing the fake cowboy shirt.
Well, listen, I like when people create better mousetraps. And this is a better mousetrap, obviously, for your application. But my problem here today is just that it's really, really early. So because you're not ready yet, I'm out.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Junior, everybody agrees you're a great salesman. So
Thank you,
the
Kevin.
problem is you blew it by asking for $500,000 in a prototype stage. It's too much risk. However, I'd like to be invested in a damn good sales guy. I'm going to structure a deal this way. I'll give you the $500,000 in 2 components. A Hunsky, $100,000, and I get the 10% equity for that. Then I loan you $400,000. I'm going to charge you 18% for that, which is what you would pay in the market. Would you like to take that offer? Does that make sense to you?
I'd like to consider the offer.
You've got to make a decision.
One shark is out. Junior has one offer on the table from Kevin, $500,000 for a 10% stake, but $400,000 of it as a loan at 18% interest for his smart lockbox company, Tour.
Would you like to take that offer? Does that make sense to you?
I'd like to consider the offer. I'd like to hear from my guys on the end here.
Junior, I'll save some time. If I knew the real estate business at all,
Right.
I would do something with you. I just don't see a path where I can say, I can help you get from here to here. As much as I hate to say it, I'm out.
Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
So,
Junior,
Barbara, my dear.
I'd like to join Kevin on his offer, but I need to have a contingency because it's enormously high risk.
Okay.
It's contingent that we can sell it to a giant chain to buy a ton of these lockboxes.
And we'll both help you do that.
It's nothing but calling all the heads of these firms, all right, and allowing you to make your sales presentation.
You're the best salesman we've ever met.
Yeah.
We'll just get the door open
I
for
still
you.
haven't had a chance to go out.
And you're not. Let's save the best for last.
Whoa, be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
But,
careful.
But I think you were testing me.
No, look, the very best products and the very best entrepreneurs are the ones worth arguing with, right? That's what's led to the creation of the greatest companies
Backpedaling
ever.
like the
It's
sucker
back
you
and
are.
forth. No, because that means we're both emotionally invested in something.
right.
We both care about this. I'm torn. You're one of the greatest salespeople I've ever seen, but this is an idea that I think is looking backward. Let's be honest. Keys are going away.
Not today.
Not today, but here's the thing. I don't want a better mousetrap. I want a bear trap. That's going to be around 10, 15, 20 years. A big public company worth billions of dollars. These guys like that short-term, 2-year, 3-year cash
Junior,
flow.
kick his hiney back to the valley.
So look, here's the thing, man. Prove me wrong, make me pay 10 times more for it next year, but today, I'm out.
That's sad to hear, Chris. Kevin, to have you as a partner, Barbara, to have a partner in the real estate industry, obviously would be a no-brainer. Here's what I would counter you. $250,000 for 10% and $250,000 line of credit.
Can we step into the hall?
Yes, if you'd like.
Okay, we'll do 200,000 for the 10%, 300 loan.
Deal.
Okay.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
Good.
Good job,
Thank you,
Junior.
Good. Perfect. Yeah.
Barbara, my dear.
My dear.
My dear.
And I want to discuss it over dinner tonight.
Okay. It was brutal in there, but I'm super thrilled about my partners. I'm ready to get to work.
You know, you make a good point. It's old tech, but there's a ton of old tech in real estate because it's so Sleepy Valley.
I've already
everybody
seen the
in
new
there.
tech
No,
out
but
there.
you're
It's
working
there.
for
I
an
used it
agent.
last week.
No, that's not true, and that's
It's not- what do you mean
belittling.
it's
No,
not
that's denigrating to him, Chris, because the key isn't the software. The software is the easiest part.
No. Like, Mark, you're not making any sense at all, man.
I'm making total sense.
No, you're not. Where
How
is he
stupid
making
are
you
you?
aware of that place?
I know this is going over your
No,
head.
no, it's not.
Do you
Mark,
think people drive
Mark, you're
down the
making no
street and
sense
look
at
for
all.
houses?
They see their dream home, they see a for sale sign, they love to get in. You don't
And then what do they
understand,
do?
Mark.
And what do they
Mark,
do?
The device exists today. It lets you in by Bluetooth
Not
from
in
your
that
phone.
circumstance.
It can
Not
let,
in that circumstance.
With
no.
one new line of code, it can let in anyone.
So in your example, I drive by and I want it now, right now.
Yep.
Right now. Who do I call?
So you ping in the... No, look. With the existing...
Exactly.
Hold on. Watch.
Exactly.
Shut up and listen. Don't be mad at me that I understand this better than you do.
Ah.
Look, you're saying he's got some special way of getting in the house immediately.
No. That's
And they're already ahead of him. They have
You can't-
exactly that.
You have to go to
Listen.
the agent to get, in order to get,
No, you don't.
the agent has got to send it to
reasonable
your
sharks
phone.
can disagree.
Look how any agent gets into a house with the other technology. They walk up, boom, they're in the house.
So what you're saying is what the agents do, you can enable for the consumer to do.
Absolutely.
Right.
Hey,
I get
thanks for
that.
catching up. I appreciate
Except
it.
if you're not using the agent, you don't want to call the agent, and you want to make it available so that the
Right
keys
now.
are right there, and somebody who's comfortable with keys can use it.
But he can't do that.
Yes,
he doesn't
he
have a
can.
natural advantage
Hey,
there.
why don't we
He has
agree to
none of them in the
disagree?
market.
So why are a million lockboxes, the traditional lockboxes, why are a million of them sold a year?
And why is the other company have millions of dollars worth of sales already doing exactly this? All they have to do is flip one bit and expand their audience, and they
How do
win.
you connect those boxes? How do you connect
Good luck,
those
guys.
boxes?
I wish you luck getting your money back.
Have a seat, Chris. We'll agree, we disagree.
No, you got it wrong, Chris.
I sometimes wonder how you made all that money, Mark.
Next time on Shark Tank.
This is my mission. This is my life.
Let's show these sharks what you've got.
You better have a ton of sales.
I'm telling you, this thing is about to blow up.
You're asking me to roll the dice.
The world needs this stuff.
Oh, this is nasty.
That's harsh.
I think it's genius.
I had my car repossessed, my lights turned off 5 times.
That's crazy.
Stop the madness.
It felt like I got struck by lightning.
You know the definition of insanity, right?
I'm going to have fantastic success.
How did Donald Trump stun the world and take the White House? The making of a president, next on a special 2020.
These are the Sharks. They have achieved incredible success as entrepreneurs and investors in multiple sectors. They all came from humble beginnings and are all self-made. The Sharks know what it takes to build business empires from nothing into billions. And tonight, Silicon Valley veteran and self-made billionaire investor Chris Sacca joins the tank and goes head-to-head with Mark Cuban.
Mark, you're not making any sense at all, man.
I'm making total sense.
No, you're not.
How stupid are you?
Look,
I know this is going over your head.
Shut up and listen.
No!
This is the art of doing business.
Don't be mad at me that I understand this better than you.
This is Shark Tank.
No, you got it wrong, Chris.
I sometimes wonder how you made all that money.
Ow.
Whoa.
First into the tank is a multi-use accessory for new moms.
Hi Sharks, my name is Melanie Disbro and I'm from Allen, Texas. My company is Milk Snob, and I'm here today asking for $125,000 in exchange for 5% equity in my company. Almost all new parents use some kind of infant car seat cover, but the conventional blanket and canopy covers, they would not stay put. My kids would pull on them and they would fly off in the wind.
Wow.
In there.
This is the Milk Snob cover. It fits on any infant car seat within seconds. It is breathable, and you can peek at your baby anytime without waking their precious slumber. It's super soft, which is great because it's also nursing cover. So when you're ready to breastfeed, you just take it off and you put it on. It gives you 360 coverage, it's breathable, and you can nurse confidently in public wherever you go. When you're done nursing your baby, you just take it off and you put it back onto the car seat. The Milk Snob cover has become a must-have for new parents everywhere. So I'm asking you Sharks, who of you must have me as their partner? I'm just going to pass out samples.
Melanie, I would think that the best part about being a baby would be to see where you're going, no? In a carriage?
You can actually adjust it and you can lower it down the handle, which is really great.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Feels great.
How long has the Milk Snob been around? What are sales going to be this year?
We've been selling this 18 months,
Yeah.
and we made $1.2 million
That's good.
in sales.
Wow. I didn't expect that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And where did you sell? Was it all online?
I only advertise on social media.
I've actually seen you online. My wife showed me. You were in the Facebook Little Mamas group.
Yes.
When this showed up on Little Mamas, she literally showed me, and I was like, yes, that. I've been dying for that.
Is social media your background?
No, social media is not my background. Actually, I'm from Germany, and I met my husband. He was in the military. So I moved with him to the United States. And I did not really have the time. We had children, you know, on the way. And so I couldn't go to college. So when my son was born, I actually taught myself photography.
What did you sell it for? I don't think you mentioned that yet.
We sell it retail for $36.
Wow.
What does it cost you?
So the cost is $7.60, and everything is made in Dallas.
Good for you for manufacturing in Dallas in the United
Yes,
States.
in the last 5 months, we made $800,000 in sales.
Wow.
I love this story.
That's amazing.
You're surprised.
Dallas, baby.
Why are you here? This is one of the more successful businesses I've ever seen.
I'm here because I'm looking up to you guys, and actually I'm a horrible public speaker, and I pushed myself just to meet you guys, and I'm just so happy that I'm here, and I want to take this to the next level because we also got approached by bigger retail stores. So I would need a great partner who just lets me know, Melanie, you have to do this and this.
Look, I'm blown away. I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to give you $125K for 8% of the company.
8%?
Say yes. Say yes.
That is a really great offer.
My wife is my investing partner. We work from home together while raising our 3 daughters together. I literally am a driver of that device. I mean, the only contingency in my offer is that I get to take a couple of these home with me tonight because I need them now.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go out because I think that's a great offer.
Yeah.
I really like what you're doing. I'm going to give you $125K for 10%. And the reason I'm doing 2% more is because the value that I bring to it is worth it.
I'll give you $150,000 for 10%.
Oh.
I'll raise the bid.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's my offer. I can make any offer I want, Chris. I don't need your guidance.
And I'm
We
going
all
to clear
like
the
you.
deck. I'm not going to make you an offer, so I'm out.
You have 3 offers.
If I go home tonight without owning a piece of this company, I'm going to have to answer to
Well, then
somebody.
pay her
so
more.
let's figure out how to do this deal.
He's got tons of money.
See, what I was starting to say, Lori definitely has some incredible skills, right? But she's not hanging out at Little Mamas right now. She doesn't know some of the social media channels you're using to generate some of this awareness.
I don't know why he's saying that because he doesn't know me very well.
QVC is
That's
amazing,
okay.
but they still sell
I'm not
VCRs
just
there,
QVC,
okay?
Which tells
So-
you how little you know about me.
still sell
So you need to
VCRs,
do
I
a
like
little
that.
educating.
So, Lori, would you go down to 8% equity?
How about if I give you $150,000 and I keep the 10%?
I think she just copied my deal because she has no creativity, unfortunately.
I like
Is
the
it
10%
possible?
because I really want to be working hard for you.
Okay.
And I know what kind of resources I would put behind you.
Well, here's the funny
Absolutely.
thing. I would love to do a deal with her, except I learned my lesson last year.
He holds a grudge. That's not a good thing.
I don't want to
Lori,
preempt her. I think there's value she brings. I've been trying to say this for a few
Would
minutes
you
now.
join together? That would make my dream come true.
It would make so many of my dreams come true too. I've been dying to work with Lori.
But 5% is nothing.
Okay, so if you join, how would that look like?
What you make us the joint offer right now. You're going to have the benefit of 2 sharks, so there's going to be more equity.
Two sharks are out. Melanie has 3 offers on the table for her car seat cover, Milk Snob, but she wants Lori and Chris to partner together, so they've asked her to make them an offer.
You're going to have the benefit of 2 sharks, so there's going to be more equity.
How much equity are you willing to sell?
I worked so hard for this company, and I don't want to give up more than 5%.
But you
and
can't get sharks
the
interested in
highest that I would
5%.
go is 10%. So if you guys would split it.
When you take a product like this, I feel you need to blitz the market. Because what happens with products is people get knocked off.
Yes.
It just happens. So you need to blitz fast. I understand you don't want to give up more than 5%, but I think 10% is worth it to the shark.
So your offer was 10% for?
I went to $150,000 for 10%.
Okay, and you, Chris?
I'm out too, because you're not even talking to me, so.
Okay, so are you sure?
I don't see you having the flexibility and the equity that's going to take to make us both interested.
Lori, you actually were my pick. So I would love to accept your offer.
Good.